Law of attraction.
The law of attraction basically is that your thoughts become things. You know, everything you put out into the universe, you get back. And I mean, truthfully speaking, I feel like that's why I'm so blessed, because if I was a hater, if I was a negative person, if I was a person that was malicious, I wouldn't be in the position that I am. You know, I've never sold my soul to the devil. I've never done anything that I didn't want to do.
You did say you've been trying to sell out, though. You're just waiting on somebody to buy in.
Yeah, people act like selling out is a bad term. Like whenever you open up any type of business and try to establish a brand, you're doing that in hopes that somebody buys into your brand. You want to sell out. You open up these corporations and these entities to sell out, to cash out. Jay-Z sold Rockaware. You know, Jay-Z sold Rockefeller. That's selling out. And guess what? You can't sell out unless somebody wants to buy in.
So you're not talking about particularly selling your soul, like you'll do anything for money.
No,
but
I'm talking about
trying to cash in, pretty much.
I want somebody to buy into my brand, which people are doing, you know? And like, listen, man, you can't be afraid to let go of who you are to become who you're going to be. Like, I hate people who still got that hood mentality, that street nigga mentality. Man, that street nigga shit is played out. Yeah. I want to do a late night talk show with a suit on.
I feel you.
And still being me. Same way Bill Maher still have his suit on and he's still being him. I want to be me. You know, but I want the presentation is going to be a little bit different.
So, I mean, you just say the whole street mentality is played out. And you also...
Garbage, man. Street mentality is whack. All that shit does is hold you back. Everybody that I know that was keeping it real, on the streets terms of keeping it real, is in jail today. Or just a washed up bum loser motherfucker.
So in that thinking, then, how do you feel about, like, things that happened to you in the past? Like, for example, you going to jail, you getting fired from a couple of stations. Do you think that might have been the stuff you were putting out there that kind of came back to you? Like, you were making some dumb decisions, especially when
absolutely. I mean, when I was getting locked up and stuff, I didn't know no better. You know what I'm saying? That's what I say. When you know better, you do better. That's what I said. When I wanted to change my life, I changed my lifestyle. So I started knowing better. So I started doing better. As far as me getting fired, that's just the way things are sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not even about. Now, it was one time, the first time I got fired at Hot 98.9 in Charleston, I remember specifically being new to the radio side of fame. Mm-hmm. I was always cool in the street. I was always a cool dude in school. You know, I never was a nerd.
Lame.
Never. I was always a popular cat. You know what I'm saying? I always had my dudes with me, always cracking jokes, laughing, having a good time. And I remember getting on the radio. It was a big deal. It's like, yo, that nigga Larry on the radio. That's my government name. Like, yo, that nigga Larry on the radio. Like, and he's being him. I'm coming in, you know, doing what I do. And I remember we went out to this place one time in King Street, South Carolina. The name of the club was The Nightlife. And they had my name on the billboard outside. And it was like people there that wanted to see me. And I'm like, that was weird. You know what I mean?
You ain't switch up, because usually when that happens, like, I remember 50 Cent said one thing, like, and I'm gonna connect money and fame. He said if you said money never changed, you didn't make enough.
Well, no, I wasn't making no money then. I was making $19,000 a year. That was my first full-time gig radio. That was 2000. I wasn't making no money, but it was just the fame aspect. I remember a girl said, "I'm gonna do whatever Charlamagne Tha God tells me to do."
She told you that?
That's what she said. One of my homeboys was like, "What you doing tonight?" And she was like, "I'm gonna do whatever Charlamagne Tha God tells me to do." So I took her from King Street to my hometown in Moncks Corner, South Carolina. Had her fuck my whole team.
Word?
My nigga, when I tell you fuck the whole team, I'm talking about like 6-7 niggas all weekend. Then I took her to the club with me Monday night. I was doing a remote from this club called The Diplomat in Latson, South Carolina. I'm doing a remote from the club. I got her at the club sucking niggas off for $50.
You lying.
Word is born. And I remember I got fired from that job, even though I had the #1 show. My man Corey Hill, he became the program director. My dude George Cook, who's the PD at K104 in Dallas, a huge mentor to me. Corey Hill, who's now at Jammin' 94.5, who I hated at the time, but that's my guy. The only reason I hated him because he fired me. I didn't understand the politics of the game, but he fired me, brought in all his people.
Yeah.
And in my mind, I was like, when I sat back and did the knowledge, I said, God removed me from that situation because I was abusing my power. I didn't understand.
You're having girls sucking niggas off for $50.
Yeah, but that's not what I'm here for. That's not what I should be using my influence for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's how I always felt. So I always felt like no matter what I do behind this microphone, I gotta influence people to do something positive. You know what I'm saying? Like how you say, even through my bullshit,
yeah,
I'm trying to give you some jewels. I'm giving you a message. I'm just speaking from my experiences and talking the way that I talk. But it's a lot of candy in that. It's a lot of medicine in that candy if you pay attention.
So, I mean, so where you're at now, you know what I mean, you're at Power 105. This is the biggest market, the #1 show. Like, how do you handle, I'll tweet at you and I see people, it don't matter what it is. I see like 10 people retweet it just because they see I'm talking to you.
Before I knew you, did I always tweet you back?
Yeah, you did.
Because that's the type of person I am.
And I could imagine you get mad tweets.
And I tweet everybody. I try to tweet people back. Why not? Somebody said, "What's up, Charlamagne? What's up?" Because if I was walking down the street and somebody said, "What's up?" I wouldn't ignore them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I can't tweet
every time you faded me, though. I ain't gonna lie.
I mean, I can't tweet everybody back, and I might miss some things sometime. But at the end of the day, my father used to always tell me, man, whenever you see someone who achieved a certain level of success, achieved a certain level of fame, acquired some money, and they switch up, they never knew who they were to begin with. Like, I know who the core of me is. You know what I'm saying? I know who the core of me is. I know where my root is. You know what I'm saying? I know where my center is. My center is on the dirt road in Moncks Corner, South Carolina. That's who I am. That's who I will always be. Everything else that I grow and evolve to be is based on that foundation. I'm always going to be a country nigga who likes to match all his clothes together.
True.
You know, even though I got people trying to stop me from doing that. I'm always going to be somebody who prefers a white t-shirt from Target as opposed to some fly fancy outfit. You know, that's just who I am. I'm not beat for a lot of the things that other people are beat for. I'm just happy to be here making a living.